Hello and welcome everybody to the Mobile Legends Italia Esports. We're here with the SUPERCOPPA final. Finally, I'm here with Synth. My name is RyanRumbles. We're bringing you the final, which will be a best of 5. It is the biggest, the largest event in Europe so far this year, and hopefully it will be a good one as well. What do you think, Synth?
Thank you, first of all, for the beautiful introduction. I'm looking so forward to this best of 5. Like, there is so much storyline going on right now. MTB is on a roll. EMP is looking to prove themselves. I hope everyone is having a great time at home. And let's just get into it. Let's have some positive energy and let's enjoy the show. How are you feeling? Like, what's your prediction?
Man, it's been crazy, right? So I looked at the two squads. It's definitely interesting considering, Rogue pulled out of this competition. Their ego is a little bit above them so far, but I kind of understand they took a step forward into bigger pastures. So
shout out Rogue.
But yeah, I mean, shout out to Rogue, right? Yeah, I mean, I think MSC last year was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, but I have to agree with you. They're from Europe. They should try to push the Europe scene forward, not leave it.
Yeah, exactly. However, this is like your home ground. I think everybody should still put something into it, right? But we are here already in the pick and ban phase. Here are the two teams as well then.
Yeah, let's stop talking about irrelevant things and let's get into the draft. We're seeing Joy band, we're seeing Ruby band, Minotaur band. It's quite interesting. Like these are usually very standard bands: Guinevere, Nolan, Matilda.
Yeah, so everything you don't really want to see, that's very high in the pick rate so far in this season. Ruby is just really high up, right? It just came out of nowhere while she was like a steady niche pick in the roam role past year or so. Ooh. She has really shot up right now. And Fredrin first pick is very brave. It's something also you can flex in like 3 roles, right? So it's pretty good overall. And I think it will be pretty good overall for them as well.
But I think for Fredrin it's quite greedy. I don't think there's any rush to pick it. I think MTB wouldn't pick it first anyways. There's a lot of things open. There's Diggy, there's Carry. So I think picking that is a little bit of... it's an interesting draft. It's a little bit forced though.
Yeah. You don't take Carry, who's going to be the tank melter anyways, but I do think that, Zane first picked that Fredrin. I think it's going to end up in his hands anyways, because he used to be a roam. He knows his way with tanks really well. It will probably be his pick. We already saw it being played in playoffs in the past as well.
Yeah, actually, come to think about it, that's actually an insane statement that Zane used to be roam, because this guy is playing jungle like one of the top players in EU. Just casually, he used to be a roam. Now he's one of the best junglers in Europe.
Yeah, it's a very weird jump, right? It's not like a position jump you usually do, right?
No, not at all. But Angela being picked, Angela obviously one of the better, just better flex picks, mage, roam. It's very mobility is there. It's very supportive. Obviously, I think it's one of the best right now. And Vexana also has a lot of CC. We talked about Vexana before the cast. We were discussing the hero. Actually, it's very strong. Has a lot of CC. And just an overall great tournament pick. It's being played a lot in Asia too.
And Clint, this is not a marksman I would really go for here, like immediately. This is really weird, right?
Yeah.
So it does have the range to outbow Carry, for example, which you really need against Carry, right? Because she's relatively short-ranged. But I don't know how good it will be. I don't think Clint really fits in the meta right now. What we see is like Claude Carry being handshaked. We see sometimes some other marksmen like Brody and Bruno, for example, but everything has like swayed in the favor of penetration marksman, someone who plays and melts tanks. So it can be weak for them.
Tigreal band is quite interesting. I expect a Tigreal. That's a good band, but I think it's quite strange because EMP doesn't know if that Arlott is still XP or still roam. I mean, we can see it on Paxi right now on Watermelon, but they don't know. So
I think exactly. But I think like 99% certainty it's probably going to be roam. Like XP Arlott is just like he's going to be shut down early on. The problem with Arlott is going to be picked only as a counter to Fredrin, right? So you need someone who can deal with Fredrin's taunt and stun early on.
That's true. And we see the Fanny ban respecting Actually, I'm not sure why that Fanny came out banned, because Zane is obviously on the Fredrin right now, so strange.
Yeah. Barrett's banned. Okay, that's good. Barrett seems to be like topping the jungler charts right now. I think he's a very difficult hero to pull off, and in most comps he really doesn't work, but it's still better to get rid of him, really.
Yeah,
In team fights he can be a menace.
Especially because they had Angela open. Obviously,
Yeah.
Angela and Barrett's are two great combinations. So just banning that out just to be safe. Don't want to deal with that. For sure, that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, so I think right now they are going for like an XP laner probably first. You can just pick something really strong right now, like that Xborg is going to be. I think it's Xborg XP, no? Probably, right?
Yeah.
No, it's going to be jungle, probably. Yeah, it's Xborg jungle. Against Fredrin, it makes sense because of the true damage.
It depends on EMP's XP here, I think. They're still open with the jungle pick. It's still, again, it's a flex pick. That's what makes this new meta is all about picking and outdrafting your enemy, and you can do that with things like Xborg.
That's really cool, actually. I love seeing Angela. Now they have a lot of movement speed as well. For example, you already have it on the other side on Method Black thanks to the Angela. But now you have the Rafaela as well, boosting a lot. And you kind of need someone who can really get in and out fast. And I don't think Duroth is one of them. I think they needed some more pure class of assassin here. But then again, more survivability, right?
Yeah, and Dyroth also can be a little bit... It can catch enemies off guard in bushes and things like that. So it has damage, but you have to play the positioning completely correct. And it's going to be quite hard, but I'm interested to see how that's going to work out. However, let's see. It's all about this jungle pick for MTB. Are they going with Lunox? It's a little bit risky. I would say Baxia is a little bit more safe. You're only scared maybe of Dyroth, but you should have the support of the team to help you out.
Yeah, so that means it's going to be XP lane export, which is really interesting. Actually, we haven't seen that a lot. I think competitively it kind of falls off because your damage up is not going to be great here. You can be poked a lot, I guess, because they saw that the XP lane is not that bad. It's going to be Fredrin XP. It's going to be a very slow lane, and it will kind of sway in the favor of Xborg, actually. I think early game, at least, Xborg will get a big advantage.
I think MTB outdrafted EMP just from a outside perspective, but you never know, again, the gameplay. And I just want to take this time to shout out the Persian community, the Persian fans. I heard there's a lot of people watching, and I'm happy you guys are tuning in. And but yeah, how do you feel about this draft from both teams? Who outdrafted who? Who do you prefer? Is it easy to say here?
I mean, I think on the, for example, let's take objectives, right? I think they're basically something like Dyra, something like Fredrin, and Vexana as well should have a very big importance because they have so much general damage all around, like area damage, right? So I think that kind of can work out for them, but Method Black can respond that with like Arlet stuns. The problem is they don't have like direct engage other than the Arlet, because contrary to popular belief, Baxia is not an engage hero. You can jump in, but that's it.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really. He doesn't have any other skills.
Also, take a look at this. It's Xborg against Fredrin on the XP lane. Obviously, Fredrin is gonna lose that. However, I think they did that to put Dyroth against Baxia, because Dyroth can obviously outdamage Baxia, and he might win jungle. However, XP lane is obviously gonna lose with that Fredrin. He has to play super passive.
Exactly, until he gets like full physical damage, Twilight Armor, whatever you really want to build here against crit damage, burst damage, Dyroth is gonna come out as a victor. So up until like level 12, I would say, or something like late game, Dyroth will win this duel. We already see some sort of a brawl here. Actually, very aggressive play by MindLeben here with the Fredrin against Export.
Also, I would just want to take a second to say that the carry is playing damage. The emblems are obviously Quantum Charge and Swift and so on, so it's a full damage carry.
Very heavy dive actually coming out here, but they don't really get anything from it. Jin still survives. Jin, one of the more experienced members of the team as well. He was playing in ISF. They're
especially
representing
with his
Romania.
Clint.
There's a big fan base for him as well in the chat, as you can see. And
Yeah,
they're
especially
doing a
with
good
his
job
Clint,
covering
you
that.
know, he
Yeah.
quarterfinals. I praised him for that Clint. I thought that he almost single-handedly won games for him, his team. So interesting to see him play Clint again. I like it.
Yeah, exactly.
However, let's get into this fight. Xborg level 4, Dyrov level 5. This is gonna be a big fight. It's gonna be a big deciding factor. Who's gonna get this turtle?
Yeah, I'm surprised there's no no purifies whatsoever on Method backside, considering you have like 3 stuns, you have a taunt as well, and Zainzi might go down here. Actually, Zain, yeah, he will be taken there. There's a direct down already. That's the turtle as well here for Method Black, and it was complete domination actually. The Fredrin is super low as well. He can't be of any help here. The Baxter is running around trying to find any further targets, but my lemon.
That's so interesting. That's so strange. The Angela was obviously on the Xborg, and it took like 6-7 seconds, and I don't know why the Dyrov stuck around. He should have seen that the Angela was on the Xborg, so he should have ran away way earlier.
Yeah,
However,
exactly.
that's a loss, but obviously it's just the very early game. You know, nothing set in stone yet.
Yeah. A little bit of a chase here on the gold lane as well. They still want to just get Jin away from all that gold. He's resorting to jungle creeps, and he's not even allowed that, but they're responding really well here. Sempre, maybe there's enough damage. No, Jin just doesn't have enough items, and Big Zibbo really can't help here much.
Look at
well, maybe, just maybe, you know, yeah. The Eternal Guard came down, but it didn't do enough damage. Everybody
However,
got away.
this is a big favor. This is a big favor for Clint. Look, he's gonna push now. He's gonna get this tower gold, and he's gonna be ahead of carrying gold. He's already well farmed. If he pushes this tower, this is gonna be free.
He can get like a good 300 gold from there. I feel like, because no one is yet there, and yeah, he's just shooting and shooting and shooting away. Okay, he's conceding early because there's no more extra minions, but it was great. Like, the reaction from Sempre was a little bit late, but the Eternal Guard came down and still forced 3 players to back, which was really good.
For sure. Also, I want to point out, look how fast this Xborg is rotating. Look at Fredrin still dealing with minions. This can be a big problem. Is he gonna cut now? He just out-rotates this Fredrin hardcore.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. Okay, Fredrin's going to proxy. That's good. You know, you have to do that as a tank XP laner, but yeah, I do feel like Fredrin is more valuable in jungle because of the retribution buff. So you do actually more damage to the jungle
Angela
creeps.
is clicking. I think Angela is clicking ultimate way too early. This is
that was kind of a waste actually. Yeah, I think he did it like preemptively because he thought there was going to be a dive because of the Fredrin coming in rotating. They called it early, but there was nothing actually coming. They still probably will get that turtle. I don't know how Zayn is going to react to it. He needs his teammates.
Oh, look at Fredrin.
He can't activate the burst, but maybe he can do something with it. They're being zoned away. Wait, look at that. Oh, he gets the kill with it. No way.
There's no HP on carry or Xborg. I don't think they might contest this. I'm not sure.
Yeah, last Insanity came in, but it didn't really find much here. My Leben goes down, and maybe they can find the turtle. Here it is. Zayn steals it. And they get away with it as well.
Wow, that's a if they would both have died and lost the turtle, it would be very bad. But the turtle being brought back here by Zayn, that's a big play from EMP.
Absolutely, that was a great steal here. That still sets them on a very equal level actually on gold, kind of like a 500 gold lead here for Method Black. But you know, that's really nothing much to write home about. You have to do something about the tower soon. And here is a double man stand actually on gold lane. Jin already back though, so they're really waiting on nothing there.
But I'm wondering, how can they even kill this Clint? They can't really dive him. He's just playing so safe and playing from a range. He's 4,000 gold, way ahead of anybody else.
Yeah, Jin, exactly. Yeah, Jin is doing a very good job. He already has Endless Battle. He's building his second item. He can still poke them with the passive. Really good job, though. Now they're going for it. This is going to be the engage, and Jin still playing so well around the tower range.
Just look at how he clears the wave. You cannot kill this guy unless you dive 4 or 3
exactly,
people.
Yeah. And now Semper as well, bringing in the big guns, like 3 players there towards the gold side. And they're like, yeah, you're not going to get that. You're not going to get that, Clint, no matter what.
You know what I think, Ryan? I think I was a little bit quick to say that EMP lost his draft. It seems to work out with the Fredrin, CC, and the Vexana coming in with the damage, and it seems somehow to still keep going.
Yeah, the thing is they're not
look
playing
at the
front to
backshot
back,
here.
they're playing back to front the way they have the actual beefy champs doing damage, but now they're going 5 in. There's Last Insanity as well, going under the tower, but there's not enough. His shield is popped, and Alexa has to run away into the bush. Jin is still chasing. They might still relapse. It depends, though. It depends on Jorah, it depends on Zion, but I don't think they want to try it.
The turtle here is going to be huge.
Ooh, can they do it? The Watermelon buying a huge item here. By the way, he already has anti-Quiras. That's big against Synth as well.
Right, EMP is being greedy here with no Wrath.
Can they actually do it? This is going to be a retro battle, isn't it? It depends, though. Zion goes in, he's going to be melted away. Here comes Eternal God against 5 people, but it's just not enough. Last Insanity is up again. It's zoning them away. It's going to be Jin down, first time in this match, and they're chasing and chasing and chasing, and Semper, they're melting away. They have to retreat to their tier 2 tower, and there's still enough damage coming out from Method Black's side.
Yeah, this is what I was worried about. I was worried about like 1 kill, 2 kills going in the side of MTB, and now them being able to snowball. We're gonna see the gold here. It's gonna be around 2k difference. That's gonna be a start. Now, if they get the towers as well, it's gonna be a way
it's really
bigger
good
problem.
Exactly, yeah. Gold lane tower taken, turtle taken. That's the lane crashing into the tier 2 already.
Yeah.
It's looking actually quite bad. And they take the full river control. They take the vision control as well. Method Black establishing dominance here. And
I don't know what Zayn was doing there. I think Zayn was a little bit greedy. It's so strange.
Yeah, I think so as well, right? It seemed like he went in just 1v5.
I looked at Zayn and I said, "There's no way he's going in." And the next second I check, he just jumped onto top of the Arlot for no reason.
Yeah, basically, like as a direct, you can do nothing there. You really have no CC. The Arlot is just gonna push you aside, and the rest of the team can follow up too easy. But now they're trying to at least get that XP side ahead then. The top lane is looking a little bit maybe better, but Zion stacking up here together with Jin. It's not really a fight they can win, but they at least trying to get Urek down. Watermelon is here immediately.
Carry flickered.
Can here, flash here, and they're going in 5v2 actually, because the Angela is here as well with the hard guard. They're going under the tower. It's Zion down, Jin down, maybe the tower as well.
Wow.
That's a repression. Mindleben coming in. Good taunt, good attack. But that's probably going to be...
It's still in the favor of MTB, yeah.
Yeah, it's a 3v2, but they're just gonna back away now. They know their limits.
Well, just the positioning, like...
Wait, what? Eternal God does a lot, though. That's another great knockup. Mindleben gets the kill, though. Alexa goes down. Tower still up, though. That's going to provide some extra damage for Semper Volante to pull away. Zebo is so low. And how? What? Watermelon? He just went through 2 of them, but didn't secure any kills.
I love that, though. It shows confidence. Keep going. Yeah. Like, I love to see those just feel-good plays. Yeah. Just intuition plays. And that's when you start knowing that the team is getting confident. When you start seeing them make plays like that. Very nice. I hope everybody's enjoying themselves back home. Sunday, beautiful games. I mean, wow.
Yeah, we are hyped. I think the viewers are as well. It's been actually a very interesting first game so far. Method Black kind of escaping with the lead here right now, but I think that upcoming Lord fight will decide a lot about this game's fate.
He doesn't have ultimate. Actually, does not have ultimate.
Wait, like he kind of pushing himself way too far. There was already that hard guard being hovered by Jin, but they are going to pull themselves away right now. They know that they have that river control anyways. There's no need for it.
You know what's going to be a problem here? The Angela is always going to be on the XP lane, on the opposite side of the Lord, and he's always going to ultimate on top of the
Yeah, he gets a lot of control, right?
He's just going to push. Just look at him. He's just going to push, and one person always have to be answering to those minions. That's going to be a huge problem here if they fight 5v4 on top of the Lord.
Exactly, yeah. But Yora now has the... Yora has Lighting Trencher now, so that's going to provide a lot of AoE damage, for example, in a team fight. I think Semper Volante can answer in the team fight here if it's coming up. Zion looking for an engager, but he can't really do much. Yeah. They need some sort of CC first, so they need Mindleben.
Angela is still pushing.
Fredrin is coming forward. He's not really that tanky yet.
Is he gonna retro gap? Is he gonna retro gap? No.
Zion has only 2 items. He's trying to do something here. I'm sorry, Mindleben. Urek's not going down. The Appraiser's Wrath is never coming out. Last Insanity, another kill. Alexa getting that one to his name. Yeah. Yora is the only one standing, and even he He's meeting his maker
This
here.
is-
Full wipe out from Method Black. They're showing full dominance. This is something we see from Rogue a year ago. And that might be
This
the
is
game
one of
over as
those-
well. They're
Yeah,
just
this is one of
rushing
those
past the
wipeouts
towers.
where you see and you say, "Ah, it's game over." Because
Exactly, yeah.
even if they spawn, it's like, how do you recover from that? It's around 8,000 gold. Even that, they're just gonna finish. They're just finishing. They don't care.
Oh my
Wow.
god, it was so fast! It was 12 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. First game was
12
just 12 minutes. If it's going to be at this pace, we're just going to be here for 30 minutes.
I mean, it didn't feel like EMP. They didn't play like a 12-minute game. I said maybe this is gonna be 20 minutes, 25. Like it's gonna go very late game. However, I said MTB, they can snowball. You know, they start making mistakes. The turtle, they start dying, and just the next time, they can't even contest, and that ends up with them being wiped out and just the finish.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think everything was really well put from Method Black, right? Everything was really balanced. Urek did a very good job being independent on the lane. Sachugen with the hard guard calls was very much on point. And the MVP here would be Urek then. This is 704 by statistics. Urek did the most. But I think
However-
everybody just really gave in their peace of mind here.
However, I think Xborg has to be pointed out. I think he rotated,
same.
he out-rotated Fredrin. He won the lane against Fredrin, and also the Angela. I think the Angela was he preemptively ulted sometimes, but he was always when they needed to be. He had good positioning, and he also used his ultimate good. Like it was good on top of the Baksha, and you know they got to secure the turtles and objectives.
Yeah, I think one
However-
of the problems was putting Fredrin on XP lane. It just didn't do much. His clear is going to be really slow. He tried to compensate with trying to proxy, but then you're just going to be way too far away from fights. You're probably going to be in the mercy of enemy jungler and roamer as well, that far away from rest of the team. So that's a deserved first win for Method Black here.
And this is not the type of game that I expect seeing from EMP because I know that they're practicing for this and they're ready. But you know, when you start being shaky, when you start being nervous, this is the type of plays you start seeing. For example, Dyrov jumping on top of the Arlot. Did you see that he's roam? He's not XP, so you're not doing damage. Things like that. You start seeing the plays coming out of nervousness, not coming out of confidence. And again, like those plays can cost you, and they cost them a loss here. So. Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
anyways.
there's definitely they can definitely edit their draft a little bit. I think Semper, you know, part of it was the Fredrin on the wrong lane. Part of it was the Clint as well. I think that's good on the lane, but late game fights, you know, if Clint doesn't win early game, then he has to scale really far into the late game and just play off Malefic Roar, just play off the poke, and they got nothing around that. They had like 3 team fights at best here, Semper.
Yeah, you know, this EMP draft, it reminds me of a draft where you play Classic with your friends and you just pick whatever you want. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah.
However, we're going to go for...
Yeah.
Please.
No, go on, man.
Take us away, Ryan.
Okay, yeah. So we're going to take a 3-minute break or something really short here until we're in the second game. And don't you go anywhere, of course. We'll have plenty of Mobile Legends coming up. Hello and welcome back, everybody, to the SUPERCOPPA MIE final. We are here in the best of 5. Mesa Black took the first game against Sempre 1-0 right now. What do you think, Synth? How far is it going to go? Is it going to be a 3-0?
Well, I think judging from that game, you can never when you're playing tournaments, you can never judge a team from the first game. You know, you need to fill it out. Could be draft, could be nervousness. Once the tournament's starting after 2 games, maybe 3 games, like some people they need time to activate, and I think EMP might be one of those teams. They started, they had a lot of nerves. We started seeing a little bit weird plays, but I think as they play more, I think they're gonna have more confidence. And I definitely don't think it's going to be a 3-0.
Yeah, so what you're saying, don't be a first game Andy, and I understand that, You can't just...
Yeah. And we see Lesia banning Minotaur. And
Minotaur is banned. Okay, so this leads to some guesses already. You're either going to be playing 1-1 or you're going to be playing Lilia or Ruby. Yeah.
Ruby is coming out here.
Ruby or Lilia. Yeah, probably that. Nolan ban. Honestly, I'm gonna ban that annoying little piece of shit every game. Nolan is really overtuned right now, I feel like, and it's really hard to pin him down because of his almost unlimited dashes.
Yeah.
I'm
wondering about a few things here. I'm wondering about the carry. I'm wondering about the Ruby. I'm wondering about the Arlott. These 3 heroes that I'm wondering a lot about. Also, don't forget, Tigreal is still open. These heroes are still open.
So it's probably going to be Ruby, right? Now that the Diggy ban kind of confirms it. Yeah, I was thinking
I think they have to ban Matilda. I think they must ban Matilda here. Matilda is one of the best heroes at her position.
Yeah. So they're going for it. You can definitely see like what kind of a direction Sempre Volante is going for here. They want these movement heroes out. Get first pick, though. I don't know. It's kind of going against the flow here. But I guess, I don't know, Phobius or Dig, it doesn't really counter that anyways. Ruby is still open. Ruby, this has to be a Ruby moment, right?
I think Ruby is going to come out here. I think Guinevere is a good pick. I think they banned Diggy. It's one of the reasons to prepare for Guinevere.
It's either Ruby or Grok. There's no other way, like, you're just going to leave Gwyn unanswered like that.
Yeah, I want to see Ruby here, and I want to see Carrie. I think Carrie is...
okay, I think they're risking it a little bit too much, but Ruby kind of confirms it. It's still good. Their draft is heading in the right direction. That's good.
Yeah. I'm interested why they didn't pick Carrie. I think Carrie is still good. It's one of the best 1v1 marksmen. Even if Guinevere catches you, you have Vengeance, you have Purify, you're still going to be okay.
Yeah, there's very little attention return towards marksman, I feel like, right now. The carry is being picked. Claude is still open on the other side, but I think Claude doesn't really synergize with the rest of the lineup right now, other than Ruby, so we're going to have to see about that. Probably the next ban phase coming out before they're going to take that Claude. I feel like they might want to take that marksman out early, though, Sempre Volante, otherwise they will be targeted bans in there.
I think Arlott never mind.
Okay.
So
now you maybe want to play for Valentina, no? The short range as well can kind of counter carry.
I think Valentina is interesting, but it's not great. You need something that can do damage, but also can be a little bit fast paced.
Angela,
to complement the
Angela on the X-Borg is really good. That's a very good classic combo. What we've seen for years, but they still don't really have that lockdown, right? Fanny taken away. I think that's kind of irrelevant, right? So
they need something.
The Fanny seems like a theoretical scare. No one really plays Fanny that much, and at the same time, of course, on the other side of the coin, no one really plays the tanks that lock down Fanny, like Mincitar or Franco right now. Franco doesn't really belong much in the meta.
Zane is a very good Fanny. He's spamming that, so I think that's an instant target ban for him.
Probably white, but this is still one of these games where you can take out something like Fredrin or even his Lancelot or something like that. Claude is banned, a logical choice.
I think they have to play assassins. He has to go assassin against things like.
Things like Bruno, Leslie, maybe.
I think against it's difficult. You have to pick something that doesn't get beat by carry, but can also do a lot of damage on top of
something that's really long range as well, right? Because carry still wants to play in these skirmishes, so Yeah, I'd say like
Cloud,
Bruno or
Cloud
Leslie.
would be okay.
Cloud
Cloud
is
is
fine.
banned.
Cloud is
Sorry.
banned already because Cloud is usually the handshake against carry, but it is
Yeah.
the Lancelot for yeah, it is the Lancelot for Zane. I kind of expected it because of the very squishy start of the draft for Method Black, but
Yeah.
now they need something better, right? They don't have the lockdown. They only have Ruby. I don't think they have enough CC right now.
It's EMP is drafting. I like this draft from EMP. I think Ruby and Xborg and Angela, they go well together. But the marksman, it's all about them. Which marksman are they gonna pick? Because
Exactly.
it's not easy to know here.
You need CC. Ixia, maybe? It is maybe an Ixia moment here because
But
you need
Ixia
someone
would
with
be
the CC.
difficult too. Because you're gonna lock down with ultimate, and Kaja might come from nowhere.
Okay,
to catch you.
I don't think it's gonna be Kaja. Yeah, Hilda would be a classic against Lancelot, but it kind of deletes your late game presence, right? So Hilda is
go
like
Brody
you have.
here.
Yeah. So Hilda
I
is
would
like
go
you need to
Brody
win
here.
the game in 20 minutes. That's it. Okay, this
I
is the Hilda.
predict he's gonna go Clint. I'm gonna say that I predict he's gonna go Clint, but I think Brody would be a little bit better here for the
It's a
penetration.
psycho come from Method Black, right? You see so much tankiness actually from the Lap or from the Hilda. Their front line is insane. So much shield, so much regeneration. You need someone who can instantly turn it down, and you need a marksman who can build anti-heal as well, which again drops to like Moscow and Ixia. So I'm not sure what they can actually get here. Okay, it's a 1-1. I think that's lost.
Good.
That is lost. That is lost. I'm sorry.
Is lost?
Yeah, 1-1 just does not synergize.
I think 1-1 is great. I think 1-1 is great to catch these guys mid to late game. I think the Hilda can't really jump you. The Lapu is gonna have a hard time. I think the carry is gonna be difficult to catch you. Nova can snipe you, and he can do a lot of damage. And Green can kind of do a lot of damage, but she needs to play kind of safe because you're gonna have Ruby and things on top of you. I think 1-1 is good, but it can be tricky to start off with in the early
exactly.
game.
That's what I was thinking, right? Let's get the facts on the table, right? We got a sprint Hilda. That's going to be an invade immediately. That Lancelot is not going to be allowed to breed, and I think it's going to be really tough to start things off. If they fail the invade, they're going to roam to gold lane and trying to shut down the 1-1 with the Hilda, which is still annoying, of course, because 1-1 gets away, but Hilda gets the speed up, so it will be a pretty easy catch. Everything is decided in like the first 5 minutes.
1-1 is playing the wrong emblem to Quantum Charge is not correct on 1-1. However, interesting to see how that's gonna work. But I want to take a second to see how EMP is gonna start off and where's this Hilda gonna go, because it's all about the early game.
He's gonna go full win from Watermelon. That's actually insane, but no, he's just checking her on blue buff. They're gonna triple stack on red just to be safe. Yeah. Watermelon. I don't think
how much time.
Much here. Yeah.
Look how much time the Xborg is taking. Look at how much time. He knows the invade is so dangerous. So of course
they know, man. Yeah. Okay, the Ruby gets hit by the Noveria missile straight in the face. That's not a nice thing to swallow so early on, but Watermelon still checking the grounds. Nothing really gained here though, and I think they're doing still a good job at just keeping the pace level.
Yeah, and it's still interesting. This Hilda is trying to invade, but obviously they're all playing for. Look, they're not even rotating to gold. They're not giving vision. They're just going with the Lancelot and making sure he gets his jungle. Look at Green though.
Ooh, Watermelon, okay, catches figure. It's pretty good. Just trying to slow down the pace a little bit. Don't allow any sort of rotation towards the gold lane. Leave them to a 1v1. Watermelon, that's the thing, right? Hilda early game can survive a 1v2, 1v3 even.
Look at 1-1. He needs this gold here from the minion wave.
But it's being shut down. Yeah, just very good job from Urek. Urek knows how to just stay and keep that XP range to himself and just keep that 1-1 away from everything. Keep him away from the buffet. And Watermelon is going to try and rush into the jungle creeper. I don't know. It just seems weird. I love seeing Hilda. It's such a breath of fresh air, right? It's such a different play style. And he is always giving vision, right? Giving that sort of information.
But I don't understand. I don't understand. This 1-1 is playing this wave. He's playing this wave so horrible. The wave management is so horrible. What he needs to do here, he has Inspire. He needs to pressure the carry. It's gonna be a trade. At the beginning, he's gonna lose, but with the Inspire, he's gonna eventually
look at
win.
that. Urek is freezing it under his tower. We're seeing League of Legends over here. Urek is just
look at
that
Lancelot.
1-1 away. Yeah, okay, that could be
level
something
3.
here. Wait, no! The watermelon is in between 4 players, and she's still alive. Alexa, it could be really in trouble here. That's
Alexa,
the last
where are
one
you
suddenly
going?
coming out. I mean, that's good actually. They got away in time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it could have been bad because of the true damage.
Both teams.
Watermelon's still chilling in there. Wait, Likey's going in as well, and the first blood goes to the Hilda. There's no way.
Is this Ruby lagging? Why didn't he just flicker from the beginning? I don't understand. However,
Oh my God.
these mistakes are the mistakes that we saw in the last game, and we saw the snowball happen after that. I hope this is not the case where we start seeing the next few turtles gonna go to MTB and they're gonna start
insane.
start losing.
I wouldn't have put my money on Hilda getting the first kill with the Art of Hunting and the last hit of it, but that's where it came from, and that is just changing the pace of the game completely. Watermelon ahead as well. He's like a level ahead of most of these players, and he's still just absolutely scaring them. This is Five Nights at Freddy's over here. Yora has to run away, and the Hilda is playing a 1v3 over here.
There's a simple word for this. This is called roam diff. You know, when you have a better roam than the opponent,
Yeah,
this is how
exactly.
it looks like. I'm sorry,
I mean,
but you have to call it
Watermelon,
what it is.
Yeah, exactly, and we haven't even talked about Watermelon, who is Pax, who has been in that Method Black squad for like a year or longer even. Method Black, who is such a long-standing team in the European scene, even longer in the World of Warcraft scene. I mean, they've been in the World of Warcraft for like 6 years already. But here's the come down, Heartguard coming out as well.
Look
on the Lancelot, maybe they can get it. No, Yurek's still alive! Yurek doesn't secure the kill!
Look at 1-1. This is what I was talking about. In those kinds of moments, it's quite hard to catch 1-1 when he has that Inspire to move, that movement speed, that ultimate. It's quite hard.
Yeah,
However, let's just see Lachki going in. That's an insane kill to get right there. And this is going to be a free turtle, I think. They're still ahead of gold. They should, 2,000 in 4 minutes. I mean, is this classic? They're going to get this turtle for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the thing is, of course, with 1-1, yeah, he can clear a lot of the CC with needles and flowers, so he can get away from the Guinevere, he can get away from the Hilda, from the slow. Even if there's not much, it's still pretty good in the long-term fights. A lot of XP lane.
Just take a look at this. Just look how experienced Paxi is. Even though the turtle is being taken bot side, he's just mirroring Lancelot. Lancelot goes top. He's there. Lancelot goes bot. He's there. It's just the insane.
The knockup is insane, and Figs gets sent to heaven straight away. There's no more Ruby for 10 seconds, and they can play even harder. They're gonna steal the blue bar as well.
I would say he went to hell because the way he's playing, it's not heaven-like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's gonna go to hell actually. I'm sorry. All Ruby.
Look at Angela.
Oh my god. Oh wait, the Lancelot's going in there. That's actually really scary. Zane is just an absolute psychopath here. He's trying something, but Watermelon is there as well. It's a 4v3, excuse me. Likey, he has to escape. No, I don't think they get another knock-up here. Likey does have the passive to heal up a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna help them much. They just brute force that tower down.
Pay attention to Xborg though. Xborg is trading that bot tower with his tower on the top. I think that's great. They're up, like MTB is up 4,000, 3,000 gold, and they're still getting traded. This is...
Wait, Watermelon goes down. That's just a call for A now. Alex doesn't have the range to really stop Zayn's back as well. Scares him for a little bit, but they can't really reply to it. Okay, that one tower for one tower. Yeah, like you said, it's completely fine. The tower difference still going for Method Black because of the mid lane that's insanely pushed in. That's just because of Hilda being ever present in their part of jungle.
Yeah, I just don't understand why Hilda died there. There's no reason to push that deep.
And now once Hilda is down, they're trying to get that Lancelot immediately into the game, right? As we saw from Zayn trying to poke here with the heart guard as well. Didn't really work out. Just get yourself off, but oh no, Watermelon's here. That's a big red flag already. Watermelon doesn't stop. Art of Hunting comes in. That's the knock-up as well. And Watermelon finishes up that kill.
Oh, Xborg Export got a kill though. They're trading, but
they're
trading very
hunting
bad.
that Angela. There's no escape here. I don't think so, at least. Like, he just goes in there, throws himself, whole body in, and that's it. Oh my god. Absolutely insane what Like has been doing as well here. Great violent requiems, great knockups as well, and just everything on point so far.
Yeah, things are going downhill very quickly for EMP. It started with this Ruby. He's 4 deaths, and he doesn't look to play a little bit better soon. It's gonna be over.
Zayn pushes in the bot wave, but he can't do really much. He recalls immediately, and it doesn't really even threaten the tower. Meanwhile, leaving trying to get that mid tier 1, but oh, lo and behold, there's already the Lapu Lapu here.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm trying to think, how did we find ourselves in this situation? You know, Hilda didn't invade the first minute. You know, I think Lance got at least his red, and I'm not sure what happened afterwards. Look at Lancelot though. Look at Lancelot though. Is he gonna pick up this Nova kill? There's no way. Oh, Hilda used sprint.
It's really tough. I don't think they can do anything. Jin is gonna get caught though. There's no way.
Alexia picking up 1-1.
That's a really good job. Yeah.
Oh, the tower is gone. Lance is gone too. If he believes in God, he needs to pray right now because he's still alive.
Oh my god. It's so hard to fight as well.
Alexia have no flicker.
Oh my god. It's so hard to fight against that Lapu Lapu as well. Every like 10 seconds, you get that Homeland Defender proc, he gets that shield up again. You're fighting against an actual mountain. Same with Hilda, and that's a really good comp, actually. I'm surprised it works here in 2024, something like Lapu Lapu and Hilda, but it just synergizes really well. Now the Lancelot is being caught again. Violent Requiem not being used yet. There's the Heart Guard being panicked out as well here from Sempre Volante. Zayn is being kept alive just by a toenail here, but at least he gets to escape and heal up thanks to Yora and his Heart Waves.
Yeah, I mean, seeing this game, I think whoever is drafting for EMP needs to retire his job because someone is not doing that job very correctly here. Looking at it from another perspective, actually they got Guinevere, they got Novaria, they got Carry, they got these kinds of draft against what? At least you took Ruby, but it's like you can't handle the Hilda and the Guinevere.
Yeah, I mean,
so
one side of the coin is that they did take that Lapu Lapu and Hilda as, like, you know, last picks as actual responses, so it's not that bad, but maybe it is like that 1-1 not doing anything. I'm not sure what does anything though. Yeah, maybe it would have been better here just first picking that marksman. That's another decimation here. Zayn just doesn't get.
This is desperation plays, you know.
Yeah.
I think this is not. It's only going worse. I'm trying to think positive, you know. I'm trying to think maybe next fight, maybe they can catch someone. It's just going worse. They're just getting more picked up. It's insane.
The Lord is being melted in just a matter of seconds. It's 12-5. Quite a big gold gap as well.
Oh, look at Watermelon.
And we're only in 10 minutes.
Look at his position. Look at Export position.
No, Watermelon's here as well. Export. He's just being tossed around. He's being okay. At least he got away with the last insanity on target while the shield goes down. But that's it. Alexis with the Antiquiras as well, even more unkillable than he was before. I'm not even sure what he's building, right? It's just killing full defense right now. Yeah, he already has dominance ice. Oh my god.
Yeah, the Exburg is also misbuilding. Wow, nice kill by Nova. But the Exburg has a very wrong build. He should build Immortality before he builds Ice Queen 1.
I guess they want to max out the damage, right? So he's going for the War Axe Ice Queen first and then going for the defense, but they don't capitalize on that at all. The Lord is being taken down before it reaches that final tower on the bottom lane, but it is not really helping them out right now. Even more tankiness, like he's also building Antiquiras. That means 2 tank items on him. Alex is going on with the Bravest Fighter. It's going even worse and worse for Sempre Volante here. And their XP lane tower is going to be threatened as well. Like he's just fighting under the tower with the Violent Requiem. What is this?
Look at this 1-1. Oh, he's trying to do damage.
Oh, and the snipe from Satchuzin comes out dead on the head. 16-6, and that's just game over. I mean, I would forfeit here if I'd be Sempre Volante's position.
Yeah, I would fight a little bit longer because it's tournament, so you don't want to look too bad, but
I mean, yeah,
soon, yeah.
Yeah, but if it would be solo queue, you know, they would have been forfeiting like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, for sure.
Figs going in, trying to get the Ruby pull in. No. Alex just staying away from the range. Also like a 3-level gap here, so he can solo the Ruby a little bit too easy.
The only way EMP can win this game is if they start catching some of MTB's players, like wide out. I think that's the only way they can get a chance. Because if they just wait for the Lord, like the next 2 Lords, it's gonna be gone in at least those 2 Lords. So that's not gonna be possible, I think.
Yeah, they're just gathering and congregating here around the Lord Pit, around the river area. They already have that control anyways, but they're just putting all their money on it anyways, because, you know, the Super Volante, they need to guard against the waves as well. There's a top lane crashing, Jin is clearing that, they are still miles away. There is 20 seconds, they could, in an ideal scenario, make it towards the Lord, but I don't think it's worth the risk right now. I think they have to give away the first one.
The watermelon, look at him. He's trying to bait them.
Oh, they're engaging, but yeah, it is the thing with Hilda though. So he has like a 1-target engage, so it's not really that good. Late game engage is not really strong from Method Black's side right now.
He's just trying to bait, and look at Gwyn.
Yeah. They need to use Bravest Fighter and the Guinevere out with the Violent Requiem, then it could be something here. Because already, Alex is going to be shredding them off that defense anyways. And it would be nice for the rest of the players to just follow up on it.
Zane is thinking, I need to do something.
Alex is going in again! Okay, that's crazy. The lore is being taken basically.
They're catching this X-Borg. This X-Borg is dead. Oh, he survived.
Yeah, he gets away. He's just running and running.
He's running back home to try defend this Lord. It's gonna be very hard, actually. I think the 10k, we're obviously gonna see the goal difference coming when they start fighting here. And if you're lucky, somehow you survive. But most of the times, you're gonna lose here.
Basically, yeah.
Because Lachki jumps someone, and they're dead.
Even does do some damage, but I mean, there's immortalities. They're already on Likey as well. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah. They're trying to collapse here. Lord coming on the lane that isn't really required to. They need to get that mid tower. Then it would be ideal to just let it collapse on the Nexus right now. But, oh, they're fighting it under the tower. They're going to get it down as well. Alexis jumps dimes in there with the S2 of the Bravest Fighter. Oh, my God. Ooh. It's Urek with the light wheels. He's just providing all that damage. Jin still gets to reply with 1 cleanse. Jin gets into the fountain as well.
Yeah, this is over.
Dashes, and it's over. Yeah, it's the Lord who just rams into the base, says, no, it's over anyways. Don't matter. Don't have to team fight any longer.
Yeah, I mean, just as I predicted, like the gold gap is just too much. So at that point, it's already too late. However, it's very interesting to see how we got into that position to begin with. The Hilda playing a big difference. For me, I would say he's MVP in this game, just being a nuisance for Lancelot. Lancelot was like level 3, and this Angela was level 4. So how does that make sense? How can Angela in your team be higher level than you and your jungle?
Basically, yeah. I feel like you were trying to be everywhere, but yeah, Zane was like basically zoned out from every objective anyways. I don't think they got any objectives at all.
He's 16% damage. Angela out damaging him, and you're Lancelot. What are you doing right now? But the thing is, I'm thinking like, you know, I'm seeing Zane and I'm seeing him play this gameplay, and I cannot connect it with the gameplay that I saw earlier. You know, I casted a game of his or 2 games of his earlier in quarterfinals, and he was playing much better. He was playing more confident. He was doing his things, and now I'm just seeing him get destroyed like a classic player. I don't want to say, but like a classic player, you know. So it's very strange how MTB makes it look so easy with these drafts.
The MVP of the second game goes to Alexis, then 4-0-10 is probably because of his going deathless, but I would give it to either Likey or Watermelon just because of that roaming diff, right? Yeah, like we saw, like Pax is just doing an insane job, and I love seeing Hilda. I love seeing Hilda played against the meta, you know, it's just so revolutionary every time I see it.
I would for sure not give it to Lapu or Alexa. I think X-Borg had a good fight against him. However, it comes down to one thing: the draft difference. Who's drafting for EMP? And kick that guy right now because he's not doing a great job. Kick that guy right now and ban him from the server. Wow.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. It's 2-0 already. We're going at it at a very rapid pace. Method Black 2-0 already. It is a best of 5, so they can finish it off in the next game already. But we're going to be taking a very short break as usual, then just a couple of minutes until we are back here with a possibly deciding game for Method Black. Hello guys and welcome back everybody to the SUPERCOPPA MIE final. We are here in the best of 5, Method Black leading 2-0 against Valente. It's been quite one-sided so far. Something we saw back in the day from Rogue, who is not participating anymore in the tournaments because they think they're too good for Europe, but
Yeah,
it is time for other teams to take the crown then.
People are saying, or they're saying they're too good. There's a saying, when you go to like the movies, right? And you watch a horror movie, there's a 16 age gap. And I guess they have not reached that age to sign up. So, I mean, just... and they become more mature, maybe they can. However, let's get into this potentially last game. We're seeing a lot of similar bands here. Carrie, Joy, Gwyn, Matilda. These are very famous bands that came out earlier.
MTB, it does seem like a prio on blue side these days, and I kind of understand this as well. Like we saw from the last game, at least in Likey's hands, it did give a lot of CC, a lot of teamfight potential. And it is overall really good. I mean, he has a lot of self-preservation as well. The heal is really good. And now, I'm going to see the third ban. Probably going to be something along the old likes as well. We already saw Carry being banned, so maybe another marksman, maybe Claude as well, just to take away that first pick prio.
Yeah.
And it's monotone. Okay, still good.
Remember when EMP was first pick last time, they picked Fredrin. I don't think they're going to make that mistake again. I think Fredrin was a little bit too specific, too easy to counter. Let's just see though what they're gonna go with.
I'll stand on the ground that I think they played it wrong in the way of playing at XP. I think he has the least amount of agency on XP lane because his wave clear is really bad on XP and his movement from there is bad as well unless they get the first turtle like 100%. So yeah, okay, Ruby's really good first pick. Already shuts down a lot of other options as well.
I have a prediction that we're gonna see Phobius in this game. I just have that prediction.
Could be.
MTB,
but I think to enable Phobius, you need like still some more dashy champions, like maybe like I don't know. We've seen like Lesia here, Lunox maybe something like that needs to be shut down.
Yeah.
Claude? Claude into Ruby? What?
Interesting. I think it depends. I think Claude can be good late game. I don't know why they picked him so early though. It's quite strange.
Still the export. I think this is going to be like this is falling into the bucket of we're playing meta no matter what, and it's just we can play better than the rest of the picks coming out from the opponents. So
yeah, I think Xborg is a good pick.
Valentina out very early on. Okay, already shuts down a lot of picks like Novaria, for example. Other mid laners like Xavier, for example, as well.
Yeah, Valentina shuts out most mid laners that move a little bit slower. Yeah. But again, the problem with Valentina can be the damage, because while it wins a lot of mid laners early game, it moves around fast, it does good wave clear, it can lose in terms of damage.
Okay. Brody, decent here. Kind of understand that as well.
Brody is more of a pick where you don't really lose the lane against Cloud. You actually pressure him early game. Cloud is gonna play Purify here, so Phobius.
This is the Phobius lane, right? This is his bread and butter because Vexana has dashes, which he uses really often as well. So this is really something where you want Phobius to shine on, and I hope it's well played Phobius as well.
Yeah, I knew they were gonna pick Phobius because last time when they themselves banned Phobius, because knowing that picking Ruby, the Phobius would be a problem, that lets me know that MTB respects Phobius a lot. Obviously, they're gonna pick it themselves if they believe it to be that strong, and that's what we see right now.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Phobius gets to activate his ult basically every 6 seconds there, roughly perceived on like how often Arcane Shade is being used by the Valentina. Really, really good. I mean, late game as well, you can see like Phobius being like permanently in his ultimate form, just jumping around like a grasshopper. So that is really influential. Yeah.
Let's see. It's all the thing is, I'm all wondering about what the jungle is gonna be. You know, every game that's come down to the draft, it's always been what's the jungler's gonna be. Let's see. He goes tank. He goes Fredrin again.
Mincetar is just so niche. I don't know. Mincetar is exactly the hero you pick only against Joy, against 1-1, and I feel like rest of these cases you're better off with better XP laners, better roamers. I think it's going to be Mincetar roam then, or a Ruby XP lane. Ruby XP lane against Xborg is pretty fun though, because you can always get behind him. You can always like dodge his flames, so it's going to be quite easy. But it is glue though. So I guess the glue is going to be the roam, or is the XP? It's a little bit confusing at this point.
I think that's a good question. I think it has to be the XP, and it's gonna go up against Mincetar.
Like they have 4 fighters in their team. Like I don't know, Method Black is it's really funny, but
yeah,
it's probably going to be Arlet Roam Glue XP. I
have a prediction that the Valentina is gonna be a damage problem here coming in from the side of EMP, and it's gonna begin with the mage pick. The Valentina here is good, but come to look at it, it doesn't really do that damage to anybody. It gives Phobius dashes. It's fast. It has a good mobility to rotate, but it doesn't do any damage. It doesn't have any good ultimates except maybe Xborg, or again maybe Phobius.
Yeah, and Glue is just gonna use her as a stepping stone, right? So it's pretty easy, I think. Maybe it's going to be a 3-0. But we'll have to see about that. Still, early game is still going to be played out.
I hope everybody is tuning in. This might be the last game. I hope you're getting your popcorn, your chips, I don't know, candy. Get it all ready, because this might be the last game. So don't save anything. Let's see.
All right, a bit of a mid lane skirmish here already. The only thing here is that Phobius doesn't have the strongest early game clears, but they already beat that together with Arlet. Yeah. A double trouble here, if you will. Jorah eats up a lot of damage.
I just want to see EMP have a good early game. I just want the middle game to be equal, and that's when you can start seeing like the not the real skill, but you can start seeing a different kind of level. We didn't see that because EMP has been losing early games so far in these games.
Yeah, so Asteros Eye as well, doing a good job just keeping the Valentina in place. If they want something, here it is again, and it allows that Arlet to dash in immediately. Arlet Phobius is a very interesting combination. It's really working out really well. And we can already see that mid lane prio really going in the favor of Method Black. And might be a gold lane dive here, actually. Maybe like going down Zine, a lot of damage. Like he just... how does he escape that? No way! Great spare coming out from Mindleap and just poking him in the butt.
That's still worth it. Look at Glue.
Alex might be going down still. Zine stunned though. Taunt is good. Double taunt here. But Alex is going down. That's going to be the kill here for Mortimer with the Arlet. And 2-2 here, all balanced in the end. XP lane. Not a big difference here. Mindleap going back into it. Arlet might be caught here, actually. Wait, he has to play a little bit cautious here. No mana as well. He should be recalling.
Lachki is starting this. Maybe too early.
Ooh, yeah, definitely. They don't have Watermelon, though. He has no mana. He can't really do an extended fight. He can do one swipe, and that's it. And Lachki still gets it, though. Secures it. But there's a re-aggression as well. Sign coming in. Where's the King's Guard coming down as well? But it doesn't really do anything. They're completely wiped out. Wait, 1 second. Sanjin Alex falling. 5 members of Semper Volante still standing.
Yeah, this Minstar had completely blocked my mind that of course the Minstar is for the Phobius, of course, and so the draft makes sense now with the Mincetar, with the Ruby, and the Fredrin. They're getting a lot of kills.
It's the counter of the counter, right? It's a really multi-layered play here. And the XP lane actually is really interesting. Like I sincerely did not expect the Mincetar to be played XP lane, but there it is. It's pretty good against the Glue as well. A pretty slow XP lane on its own behalf, but really good in team fights. Ooh, gold lane's being pushed. There's the last Insanity as well. He's going to be staying alive.
Look at Brody.
There's
Look how
Watermelon.
tanky.
That was a bad dive, actually. Watermelon goes down without any agency, without any re-engage from the rest of the teammates. And it's really telegraphed. And Semper Volante read through it like a book. And they get that.
Such a strange positioning by Paxi. He cut. He wanted to check the vision. He saw that the Brody was not alone. So I'm not sure why he's sticking around to find out what he can do.
Yeah, I guess they expected that Satchujin push again for that eye.
Look at Phobius.
There was
Look at
no
Phobius.
extra there. Satchujin goes down. Phobius couldn't do much any longer. Watermelon has to escape there. There's just Urak here. Alexis comes in. He does have the ult, but there's not much he can do with it. Can he pop into anyone here is the question.
Frederick,
okay,
why are you not going? Oh,
nah,
at least he took Brody. Maybe he's gonna kill him. Maybe,
so now
maybe
that's
Brody's
the
dead.
call, right? You cannot attack him. Just leave Jin alone. But he's gonna get Jin anyway. Surely, no! The taunt coming out from Zayn.
You're dead. You're dead. You're dead.
No,
You're
it is
dead.
not. It's life-saving for Jin, who is still alive. That's the most important part here. Alex goes down.
Jin surviving that glue going on top of Brody, that's telling me that he wants to kill the Brody at all costs. Of course, that's a good trade, you know, the marksman going down, but that's a little bit too greedy. Wow, that might be a big difference here.
It's insane. Zayn just dressing up as the bodyguard of a president over there, and somehow Jin got
Might be
away
Kim
from all
Jong-un or
that
something.
trouble.
Who knows?
Yeah. Okay, here's the troll fight coming out as well. Already first kill. Watermelon goes down. That should be easy prio here for Semper, and they will get that turtle down. There is the Insanity, and it's not really gonna do much.
It just makes my heart happy to see EMP. They're finally not losing early game, and they're playing amazing. You know,
definitely,
it's just a happy thing.
It is taken by Light.
He got it.
No worries. Yeah. But
They're
the
still
turtle
gonna lose
goes
this
for Semper
turtle.
Volante. Yeah,
And
that's
look
easy.
at this marksman now. He has a lot of positioning. Brody, obviously, being ahead in gold, he can take better positioning than Cloud.
Yeah, the thing is, early game and up until like very late game, the Brody is much better as well. The Claude is just a caster minion up until like level 15. Really, when you have like almost full build.
Yeah, and also until you have like Wind of Nature, you can't really deal.
Yeah,
with
Brody has Hypnocy, so he knows he has to stand back. He's not going to be fighting a lot, but if he does, he's going to provide that finishing touch, and it's going to do like extra 200 physical damage. So that's a very interesting, but also very good first item to buy.
Yeah.
Yora with some poke here. They're still defending that tower. Surprisingly, no towers have been taken.
Look at Brody. Look at Brody.
Dive from Watermelon coming out, basically survives with full HP.
The question is Watermelon gone here? The question is
probably
Watermelon...
Zayn misses. Does he get the taunt? He gets it, Figs is here.
What is Valentina doing? Valentina, don't clear. Just kill him.
It's it. That's done. I mean, technically it's worth it, right? They got Jin out of the lane for a while, but at the same time, Urak was away as well. He only gets that wave right now, and Yora's here. Yora is pressuring Jin. This is really interesting. Meanwhile, XP lane tower is being taken in force. Alex and Likey teaming up for that one.
Yeah, I think EMP is still ahead of Gold. However, they're not ahead in terms of position. You can look at this game and say that there's no way they're ahead. However, look, Phobius starting to jump now. Is he overextended? There's no chance.
Ooh,
there's no chance.
It's a little bit bad though. Already Alex is on Zayn as well. The taunt is coming in. 4-man taunt was it? Zayn gets one kill. He's still being completely abducted by that clue, and it's split, but still survives. And that's the power of Fredrin.
Yeah. This Fredrin is just going in like a one-man army right now. The glue is not really doing anything. The Phobius is not doing damage to him. The X-Borg is just chipping away slowly.
I mean, this game is a massive dice roll as well. It would be vital for them to get that turtle. I think Semper Volante gets that without any difficulties, but they need to get these towers first and foremost, because they are falling behind in that regard. And once they kind of leave that map pressure to be, Method Black immediately bites that, and they get control over the area, and they have these heroes to really use for that as well, like Satchujin with the eye and the vision, Alexis as well. There is so much they can do.
if EMP wants to win this game, they need to play the best they've ever had in the whole tournament. Because now they're playing MTB. MTB is obviously very confident. They have they're going into this game. They only need one more to win, and they seems like they're taking away turrets.
Yeah, exactly.
So they need to start. So these kills need to start coming into towers, because they're still all towers still.
Also, we're seeing much more damage from it. I'd like to point out, though, that the Mincetar is building full damage. He's building attack speed, like XP lane Mincetar is meant to be played. Proper 1-1 over here. And that is what you like to see, just whipping out that spear like 500 miles per hour. And it's an insane fight. Sign gets the taunt on. This should be a complete wipeout. Watermelon is cleared. Like is still alive. Urek is only like 500 HP. Just go for it. Urek steals the export ultimate. Last Insanity coming out. Like he knows how to play against that, though. He knows his champion's tricks, and he survives. So it wasn't a full wipeout.
I think we just realized why Mincetar was being played here. Oh my god, that damage. If you can, in this video, guys on YouTube, you can just replay. Just look at what Mincetar did that fight.
Exactly, like the Spear of Glory just going bam, 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 bam. Just 500 hits per second is insane. Yeah. And if King's Calling come down as well, you can't really escape that, especially with something like, Phobia, something with something like Claude, so it's really difficult. I mean, Urek just caught out, just...
Now we start seeing some turns at least. Yeah. Also, Brody, Wind of Nature, so early, very early Wind of Nature. This is not normal for Brody. However, maybe it's just to counter Claude. Let's see how that's gonna come into play, though.
Yeah, it might be a little bit sillier, but I think it's still good on Brody. A little bit better on like actual attack speed marksman.
For sure. But I would probably go more damage here on Brody.
Yeah, maybe the thing is, you build Brody like you build Flint, right? Yeah, you need to be a little bit tanky, but at the same time you have to have really good damage for the poke, so you need penetration. You're going to harass Alexei. Yeah, you kind of need that, right? Because Alexei, if he latches onto someone who's going to heal back up again, it's being really annoying to deal with.
Early.
Okay, great taunt. Wait, Lucky's dead here. Lucky's dead here, there's no escape for him.
Oh, that's a big misplay here. That's a big misplay, because the Lord is going to be gone now. However, maybe Cloud is gonna push. Maybe Cloud should opt to push here. Urek should know this.
In a very dangerous location. I like that rotation from Method Black, though. They're immediately turning that attention towards the bot tower. Just trying to get that SP lane cleared out as fast as possible. Just discover other avenues, right? If you're losing the game, just try to get that attention away from the main objectives. And there it is. Yora is being caught. Went in 1-2, 1v2, a little bit too brave over there. A little bit too eager, and Urek and Watermelon still a force to be reckoned with, even if they are behind, doing a good job.
Yeah, I'm wondering about this Mincetar, how he's gonna come into fruition here with the Lord. He has Flicker, he has Sea Halberd, he has Demon Hunter, he has Corazon. He has everything, every damage that he needs to make plays here.
Absolutely, yeah.
Such a cool hero.
Yeah, I really like what they actually did with the Mincetar rework, right? A lot of people hated it, but I think his old passive was absolutely useless, and the fact that they actually turned him into like a fighter, it's really cool. And now he can realize his full potential.
It reminds me a lot about the hero in League of Legends called Pantheon. Oh,
yeah, he's kind of like Pantheon, right? Because of the shield as well. And they're gonna take the T2 tower. Urek might be in trouble, but gets away fast beat from him. There's the taunt as well. Alexis is dead. He's being pulled back in by Figs. There's no escape. Watermelon does a good job. Oh my god! Here comes the Blazing Duet as well. The Last Insanity does a little bit of damage still. He gets the kill.
Oh my god!
Yora, I don't know how he survived.
This is finished, Ryan. This is finished. This is finished, Ryan. They're going to clear the base now. Oh my god.
Well, Sempervolante, they're going to give us a series, that's for sure. They're not giving up yet, so they're not going to concede to a 0-3. It's 1v2, and Sempervolante show that they can still work it out. Very interesting picks from them, like the Mincetar, and it really...
looking at this game, it's quite hard to catch Brody here. Like, the last fight, we saw that there was not really any pressure on Brody doing so much damage just on the backline. and amazing. Again, we have to say Zayn. He just woke up. I don't know if he was sleeping, but his gameplay throughout the game, it was almost pitch perfect. You know,
Yeah,
he
I
did
mean,
his job,
that's the
ganked
thing, right?
correctly.
Zayn and
Amazing gameplay.
Fredrin in jungle is just another gravy, and it's really
But you
interesting
know,
to watch.
that
And
tells me, Ryan, that
yeah,
maybe perhaps they've been losing because of the draft. Because you know, we start seeing them play this good. You know, the draft looks kind of equal to MTB. So maybe the previous games it's been a draft difference, not so much a gameplay difference. It looks gameplay, but it could be also draft. You know, so
yeah,
very
definitely.
amazing gameplay by EMP.
They definitely forced Method Black to adjust a little bit as well, like we saw with Phobius. He'd like to get maybe 2 attack items, but they were forced to build tank right off the bat, and it took away any real kill pressure from Method Black.
Yeah.
And there's the MVP as well. Zayn gets it 7-1-12. I think it definitely
Yeah.
deserved that one. Yura did a good job. Mein Leben did a good
Yeah.
job. I think Vincita was a big
I
game
think-
changer. But Fredrin overall, there was so many like triple taunts, everything
Yeah.
in these fights that really changed the pace.
I think Urek did not.
100% team fight presence. How is that even possible? Holy shit!
Yeah, that I didn't know that. You know, they say nothing is 100%, nothing is perfect. Apparently, his team fight participation is 100%. But I want to point out, I think the Cloud is the MVP on the MTB side for me. I think he played good. He pushed towers. He did damage. Just unfortunate that something, you know, maybe jungle or maybe mid lane did not work out, or even the glue pick. Maybe something there. I don't know. However, it was an amazing game for EMP. That just gets me excited to know the coming games. Is EMP gonna perform like this? MTB might have a big problem, you know.
Yeah,
Zayn playing his heart out. He's playing the best game that I've seen from him on this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, Zayn has so much experience as well from all these tournaments. I think he's like the only player here in the tournament who's played an actual MPL as well in the mini region. So he has a bundle of experience. He knows how to play these roles. He knows how to play these champions in different roles like Fredrin. So that's everything you really need to show that you're up for that fight. And like you said, maybe it's just not over yet. Maybe we will even get to see a 2-2, but we'll see a couple of minutes break time again until we're back here with the 4th game. Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the final of the SUPERCOPPA here, the European Mobile Legends tournament, biggest so far this year. I'm RyanRumbles here together with Synth. We're having a very interesting final so far. Method Black leading 2-1, but Sempervalante is still not giving up.
No.
They still won that last game, so it could.
Did they just start 4v5? Did they just start 4v5?
What is going on? We have to reset that draft. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's actually a reset.
How is
There's
that
no way
possible?
Yeah, there's a reset, I think, coming in here.
They just said, give us a real challenge, and they went in 4v5.
I think that this must be a reset. There's no way. But I want to point out, Ryan, we have a lot of Romanian fans watching.
Absolutely.
I'm happy you guys tuning in. Yeah,
me too.
I know one phrase in Romanian, and I want to say it. Pace din rahat bici. That's my one phrase that I know in Romanian.
And they're gonna go crazy now.
Yeah.
Okay, it seems like the draft is gonna be skipped, so we're gonna be back into the lobby very fast. That's fine. But yeah, going over the past games, I think Method Black still has the better team play, better objective control. But like we saw the last game, I think if Sempervalante gets these last picks like they were on the blue side, like that Mincita was quite a surprise as well. That ace out of the pocket, they can definitely pull off a surprise.
I think the game just came down to EMP. They played a lot better. I don't think MTB lost the draft super hard. I think it was just great gameplay from EMP. And every team can lose, every team can win, but EMP just played better that game, and nothing more about it, I think.
Yeah, exactly. It was really nice seeing the. I'd like to point out XP lane full attack speed Mincita, not just tank Mincita like we used to see back in the day, just dominating like that. Zine doing some really good 3 or 4 man taunts even on the Fredrin. Everything was working out for them pretty well. So I'd say, yeah, Sempervalante, they still have something up their sleeve. Maybe they can still find some comfort picks as well here and there to abuse and put into the game.
Yeah. I mean, I think this game, I think EMP is thinking a lot about this game because, they lost the previous 2 games. They won the last game, so they might be thinking, what did we do right and what did we do wrong? Are they gonna opt for more, these kinds of drafts where they pick for early game, but, the late game, they're not really sure how they're gonna handle it, but, it works out. I think EMP is one of those teams that if they don't lose early game, I think they'll play a great match, I think they've lost the previous 2 games because of the early game and because of the draft. It's the 2 biggest things that have brought down EMP. So I'm interested to see how are they gonna opt, how are they gonna adapt coming in to this 5th game, I think it is. No, 4th game.
4th game, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it could go to a 5th, we never know. Okay, yeah. So we are in the game. That's nothing. That is this is fake. We're gonna be stopping that very soon, and we're going to be starting the draft then for the 4th one any second now. Yeah. So I would like to think of what champion has had the biggest impact so far in the game. It's probably been Fredrin, still Fredrin so far. He's been pro play ever since his release, I think. And even if he had his spell of drought, I think it was end of last year for a little bit. He's still here because of his versatility in his kit, because of the knockup, because of the taunt.
Yeah,
the survivability, so it's really hard to replace him. You probably know about that new support coming out as well, Chip. What do you think? Is it going to be redefining the game because of the portals?
There is a thing that between players. We know that every new release is gonna be their best hero.
Probably,
they always and they do this to market the game. They release the skins, they make a big campaign, so every new hero is always a strong hero. Have you ever thought that the new release is a bad hero? And this is about MLB, that's just how they are, marketing and stuff. But the new hero is obviously gonna be banned. I think it's gonna be too strong. I just think it's gonna be OP until they start nerfing it, a few patches in.
Yeah, basically. That's true, yeah. or if they want to
Because Ryan, come to think about it, have you ever seen a new release being a weak release? You know what I mean? Like a weak hero.
It's a good point, but I think Yin was pretty bad at release, right? And
Really?
also, yeah, there have been a couple of heroes that were pretty bad at release. I don't recall like a lot of these new releases, but some of them have been like mediocre.
Lately, like Joy, like these kinds of heroes, like
yeah, Joy was OP. Joy
they,
was OP. That's true.
I think like even when Nathan is coming out, I think Brody start like these kinds of heroes are like dominating. They've had like patches and stuff, but most of the time when they first release, they're very strong.
I think who's weak? I have to think now. I have to check like even past releases. I think Xavier also was like took time to get into pro play. And it's been like a very niche pick since then, right?
Yeah,
Probably like that. But ever since then, yeah, everybody has like so much in their kit, like Arlott, like Nolan, like Ixia.
yeah.
Everybody has something, right? Stuns, speed ups,
Because
whatever.
they make more complex heroes with more complex skills,
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
complex skills are they're very niche, but they're very strong for
Yeah.
when they're used. Like Arlott being so strong when use his skills correctly, like things like that. Like it's just very hard to counter because they always have to make more complexity. But let's just get into the draft now. So we start seeing the bans. Very interested to know what MTB is gonna first pick here.
Obvious ban. So I would like to say, yeah, it's gonna be another movement hero, right? Maybe they can get in some sort of Lilia, Lunox.
Gwyn
Yeah,
is still
yeah,
open.
yeah. Gwyn, Ruby. Ruby is banned by them actually. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. I think Gwyn might be
Yeah,
picked.
Gwyn it is. Okay, Gwyn not likey. Well, that could be the game done already. You know.
Yeah. That the thing is, what are we gonna see now? Carry, I think you should pick. Thank you. I think that's a great pick.
Yeah.
And maybe Diggy. I think Diggy is a tricky hero in tournaments. It's you need to play it very good, but I think against Gwyn it might have potential depending on how they're gonna draft.
They probably want to see like the second round of picks here from Method Black to see if it's worth locking in Valentina. Okay, Valentina's technically good to take Violet Requiem as well. Not really something you'd play like face to face against other champs. But yeah, Diggy probably you'd like to get that before like the second wave of bans come in. So.
This Valentina pick is genius. It goes deeper than just picking Valentina. This Valentina pick blocks MTB from picking Diggy, because now he wants him to pick Diggy so that Valentina can obviously copy the ultimate and just use it whenever Lachki jumps. So MTB is stuck now because they cannot pick Diggy. However, Nova is a great pick. You know, I think it plays safe. It can do a lot of damage. It has vision, so I think.
Novaria pick against Valentina is only good because you're usually so far behind. You're playing so far like in your tower range that Valentina just can't steal your ultimate even. But we see CC first time in the finals here, and CC decent. Personally, I don't really favor her over a lot of other XP laners. Like hell, I would take like a Yuzhong over CC any day of the week. But her raw damage is pretty good. Her rotations is everything, I'd say.
CC can go very well with Angela here, so that's interesting.
I think Khaled is a bait pick. I don't think we're gonna be seeing Khaled.
I think MTB might pick Angela unless that's banned. They have Guinevere, they have CC. Yeah. I think CC might be good with Angela. But
Exporg again, okay. Man, the mecha is getting really old really fast, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll start seeing a lot of these heroes are all rotation heroes. Like these heroes are going every game, like different teams. First team, other team.
Gold laners right now. Just take away the marksman option.
Nathan
first is a bit interesting. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fredrin, okay,
because,
I can get.
We've never seen his Nathan, so we don't know why it was really bad. We saw the Cloud ban, we understand him. Because the next game he picked Cloud, but these two, 1-1 and Nathan, interesting.
Ulrich is good on like short range marksman especially, so I don't know about that. Yeah, Moscow is still pretty good on him, for example. I think they want to take away some, maybe some supports are still opportunity to take away Diggy, for example, but I don't know.
Yeah, I want to point out Minotaur.
Yeah, Minotaur. Minotaur's banned already.
But Tigreal is open. Tigreal is open.
I think his Tigreal is really bad into Guinevere. Like, Tigreal, because of his like cast wind-ups, he's really slow against Guinevere.
Yeah, but I don't know if that would matter a lot.
Yeah, Barret, okay, yeah. That's understandable, but still, a lot of strong roam options there. A lot of
Even the
strong
Barats is quite interesting because
jungle as well. So it's gonna be
yeah.
Baksha maybe because of CC and Guinevere heal. I would call Baksha out here. Again, that means it. I don't know about that here.
Now they must save. Oh, I would say they must save this roam pick for later. Maybe switch the X-Borg to jungle. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, yeah.
they go Arlott now. So
It most likely is Arlott roam. Let's be honest.
it could be jungle X-Borg. I highly doubt it. I think there's a jungle pick gonna come out here, but they could go. Technically, theoretically, they could do it. So, you know.
Yeah, the thing is, with so many of these fighter picks, you can flex them in so many roles. It's really easy. The Lunox is a brave because they think that they think that the roam is already taken, so they don't need Diggy or anything like that.
I would never pick
Lockdown
Lunox here.
heroes, Franco maybe. No, you just can't do anything around Lunox anymore.
There's one problem gonna come here. If CC doesn't out-rotate this X-Borg, they're gonna have no vision.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
this just came out of the blue. This just came out like lightning from the sky. It was
Zane just asked MTB, Ryan. He said, "Do you forget who I am? I can still pick Fanny, guys." You know, and he just goes in and locks it instantly. I love this Fanny pick because, come to look at it, how is MTB gonna stop this Fanny?
There is no lockdown whatsoever. You cannot knock him up with Guinevere. You cannot knock him up with Guinevere. Yeah, it is interesting.
Yeah, and also, who is gonna give vision? How are you gonna rotate on this river side to gold lane, to XP lane, to road? Like, how are you gonna enter? How are you gonna enter EMP? That's what I don't understand. How are you gonna enter and do the team fights? It's so strange for me.
Lunox jungle. Lunox jungle, ladies and gentlemen.
That makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense now. I think that's the best case scenario. Picking Lunox, making him go jungle, and going for Guinevere roam.
Yeah, I think it's really hard in early game fights because there's absolutely nothing you can really seize here with. I don't know.
Yeah, I still think EMP they won this draft. I think theoretically the Fanny should be untouchable here. There's no lockdown, so if he plays good, if he farms, if he ganks, you know, Cloud goes for kill and just goes in. I think Fanny's gonna have a field day.
Yeah, I think now after like her edits as well, I think it's gonna be like a full cooldown reduction Lunox as well, where she's gonna be nigh untouchable. It is really annoying to deal with, and yeah, her clear speed is gonna be really slow early game, but so is
Nova might snipe this
really
blue.
well done.
Nova's gonna try snipe. He's gonna try snipe this blue.
Actually, I mean, he's guarding it well. Zane, he has to. Yeah, okay. He's just Satsu with a little bit of a delay here. And almost pays the price actually in his blood.
Yeah.
But
look at EMP; they don't want to clear this wave. They just want to freeze. However, the Gwyn comes.
Yeah, it's gonna be cooldown reduction. Lunox, alright, and that's so annoying. It's just there's no tools to really deal with that. Here, you don't have any sort of suppression.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think this Fanny is gonna out-rotate the Lunox. While I understand that the Lunox can be a problem, I think the Fanny is just gonna be way faster. Oh, speaking of Lunox.
Ooh! Figs already goes down, almost,
Flickers.
at least. You're right, yeah, both of them have to back. Mid lane prio here for the Navaria.
This is a preparation for the turtle. There's no flicker from either Valentina or Arlott, so the turtle is gonna be a lot better fight for MTB now.
Yeah. Fanny already just sprinting towards that gold lane. Look at that. Oh, Ura could be in for a very nasty surprise. Didn't get the vision, but might get the message. They haven't really seen anyone near here, near Turtle either. I'm not sure if Watermelon is keeping eyes open about that, but it is definitely interesting to see. But the Fanny goes back. There's nothing to gain here.
There's no blue. There's no blue. You must take it.
Zine has to play slow here. The turtle actually might be dangerous even for Center Volante to take.
Look at Paxi. Look at this Watermelon. He's still in a good position to try to jump. He doesn't have his ultimate. Now he just got it. So he might try to jump. Look at this.
Okay, Watermelon, nice knock up here, but it's not enough. The Fair comes out, Figs, nice damage as well here from the CC.
What is Export doing?
Wait, no, that's not enough though. What's going on? Oh, and the Like he gets it. No way. I just thought that maybe, just maybe, the Fanny had stolen it, but no. Like he gets the kill on the Fanny as well, and it's just a complete 0 to 100 here actually from Method Black.
Such a strange engage from this Xborg. He's not even threatened, and goes in instantly for no reason. He should have poked. He should have played more safe. However, decides to stress the issue.
Yeah, I mean Method Black. They have tools ready right now. They won already the early game, and now they also have like some of the best late game heroes in hand, like Lunox, who does % HP damage. You know, stuff like Claude as well, with Shred is gonna be insane. Oh no, I don't want.
You don't want to.
Yeah,
you don't want to start seeing EMP lose this early game. When Zane loses early game, it just seems that he just goes downhill, and you don't want him going downhill because he's a key player for EMP right now. So if they're gonna take this home.
Yeah, Jin and Figs are trying to just get that goal line prior, but Watermelon reads into it really well already here, ready for the jump, ready for the Violet Requiem. He sees that gold crab being started here by Jin, which means the Roma should be in there, you know, as a marksman you're not doing it alone. But the carry is left alone. That's actually kind of dangerous. Watermelon is going for a very wide flick.
But we have to keep in mind, that carry have the CC just kills Xborg with the help of Lunox. We have to keep in mind that carry has that purify. So if Watermelon would jump him, would invest the flicker or try to kill him, he still got purify, so he's fine for one time at least.
Yeah, the damage from Yo-Yo Blitz and Cease's passive is no joke, but there's the Dad coming out as well. They're well under the tower. They know it. Figs has to turn back.
Look at Lunox.
The Blazing Duet already, it's not enough yet. Yeah, he puts in some damage, but it's not enough. I think they want to use most of their arsenal for that turtle. Okay, ooh. Have they steal it though? That's the question. Zion is trying to be in the range, but it's just not enough, and he's risking his life for the turtle, and they're all dying in the process as well. Zion, well, still gets away, but it's just barely. Figs as well, in like 20% HP left. 2 turtles already for Method Black.
And I was wondering also, just like looking at this Valentina, come to think about it, which ultimate can he take? Because right there we saw him take Lunox, but it's just, they're not really great ultimates for Valentina. It's not that, that game changer, that Faramis, that Diggy, you know what I mean? It's just it's just a simple Lunox.
Novaria, Novaria is great to steal if you have someone like doing for proper AoE damage, right? It's kind of good for carry, but probably only one who really benefits here is Arlott. And it just doesn't really synergize with the rest of the team. We see one tower already taken, gold lane tower taken. It is responded on the top lane as well. Here comes the snipe as well. Fanny going in and out, but there's just no damage. There's just no damage because there's no follow-up from the rest of the team. Same for Volante. They only want to take short skirmishes, and that's it.
Well, I mean, they lost the previous early game when they lost the games, so now they're losing early game again, and it seems that they need not to give up here. They need not to.
The CC attack here. Zion is staying in the bush. Could it be something there? Actually, Zion aggressive, but he can't really do anything about the CC. She has full stacks as well. She gets all that spell vamp, and it comes down to nothing. CC just stands her ground.
he just wants to clear the wave. He just wants to farm. He wants nothing to do with these kinds of engages.
Yeah, no funny business here. Just the CC taking everything. The gold crab as well is gonna take everything. He's gonna take your house. She's gonna take your wife. Nothing left after that.
Yeah, and then your life.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm interested to see that. How is EMP gonna get back into this game? I would personally rotate to try to kill Cloud. I would try gank him. I think they're trying too much to move around and everything. I think just trying to kill them on on top lane here would be better.
Yeah, it's not that hard, right? Get through Watermelon, and technically you don't have anyone really standing in your way to get these squishers at the back, but that's the thing. They can't get Watermelon down, the Valiant Requiem and the passive procs again. She's healing up nicely, and here is Yora and MyLeben almost getting caught as well.
Yeah, well, the problem is we keep seeing them being caught by Guinevere. There's not really any movement good enough just for this guy to miss. It seems that he's jumping, and everything he jumps he hits. So
yeah, it's 8 minutes. It's 5k gold lead here from Method Black, and it seems like Sempervalente are falling into a deeper and deeper pit by the minute. Look at the build on Lunox as well. She's already on her way to the 3rd item. She's looking really good right now, and the damage is coming out heavy. Like he's looking for a new engage here.
They're just losing towers. Maybe the Fanny can counter push and try to do
there's
something.
nothing. I mean, she's not going to take the tower in fast enough time. All she can do is just basic attack the tower, and here it is. Here's the CC, and Zayn forced to quickly cable away from trouble.
It seems that while she dances around, this Lunox is just clearing the whole jungle and just getting the objectives and the towers themselves. So just minimalistic impact by Fanny right now. Just has done nothing the whole game right now.
Yeah, it is kind of the deal with Fanny. You're just going to be later into the game. You're going to be a split push bot because, I mean, she didn't have any impact on the early game. She still has 0 kills. I mean, the whole team has 0 kills. But right now, that was an opportunity to strike and just really bite that Claude. But Ura gets away thanks to Dexter. And
even retreat him.
It goes. But here's another team fight brewing up. They take down Figs in just a matter of seconds. The tier 2 tower still stands though. Jin trying to get these light wheels out to slow them and get away from that push. And Zayn is still back in that same position he was, trying to push in that top tower. I don't think that's really a very effective strategy, because look at where everybody from Method Black is standing. They're still on mid lane, and Lord is coming into play as well. It's all kind of collapsing on the heads of Sempervalente.
I think Fix is making a lot of mistakes that we saw him make the first game. There's no reason for him to die this much, and yeah, let's just see if they can clear Lord without losing at least inhibitors. You know, they're down like almost 8-9k, so it would be quite good if they didn't lose the inhibitors here. So
man, Alexis is just clearing everything. The dinosaurs didn't go extinct just so. They went extinct because of CC's clear speed, man. It's insane.
Yeah. I think this is XP diff right here. Unfortunately, I don't want to say it. You know, I need to be a little bit more romanticizing the gameplay.
Okay, here comes the Fanny. Well, here goes the Fanny. Never mind.
Guinevere.
Okay, here comes the Requiem as well. Luna goes in. Watchell taken down though, but maybe they could use something. Jorah keeping his distance here with the dashes as well. It could be everything here. They're already ending the game. Is it enough? Can they defend the Nexus though? Alexis comes in. The Yo-Yo Blitz finishes it up. Just bang the Yo-Yo against the turret, and here it goes. That is 3-1. Wow. It's all over. Method Black have won the Supercoppa, and it was really anticlimactic in the end.
Yeah, I think this game really came down to EMP losing early game. I think they got outplayed a little bit by the Guinevere. I think I would give it to Alexa or Guinevere as MVP. I have to. I think the Guinevere played amazing. I think he stalled, you know, the team. I didn't expect him to be that great, but it seemed that the CC and the like the literally CC and the CC for the stuns and stuff, they both played just amazing, and it just the teamwork matched up perfectly for MTB to take this game home.
Exactly, and it is Alexis getting the MVP of the final match then. 3 of 7 here on the scoreboard. Yeah, I would say like Alexis both had very good impact here. The Lunox jungle definitely made a difference. Spiced things up a little bit, but Method Black just bring it out everything they can, you know. Yeah. And 11-1 scoreline. Full control over the game kind of proves it. I'm
just trying to think that how was this game possible, because I don't think that EMP really lost his draft. At least not looking at it from the beginning. I think there's not much crowd control from MTB on top of to catch the Fanny. I think Valentina can move around quite smoothly. Only the Guinevere might be a little bit dangerous, but you can still move around very very fast. I think the carry, you don't lose 1v1 against Cloud. So I'm not sure how they got into this position. It started snowballing. It started with a little bit, some got caught. Like the Arlott started overextending. He died. Like things like that. I think the Fanny didn't get into the game. It's just the small details that make the whole thing just horrible for EMP, and that's what we see with MTB. They start snowballing, and then they just take the game away. And you said, what happened? MTB happened.
Well, according to the statistics, at least out of 2 out of 4 games, Alexis was the MVP. So I guess he's the MVP of the series as well. Method Black definitely took that title quite convincingly. It wasn't.
I have to say, it's almost too convincingly. It's almost like you want to call Rogue up and say maybe you should play against these guys, because this gameplay from MTB, it's really strong. It's just you can't really define it. They played against Monarch. I think they played amazing. They played throughout the tournament. They're just playing very strong, and you start asking yourself. You start saying, okay, EMP won one game. But what does a team have to do to win the whole series against them? Because at the end of the day, it's best of 5. Any team can lose one game. When you play, you might win one game against a team better than you, but how can you take home the series? And MTB has shown that, combined with their draft, because their draft, first of all, is amazing. You start questioning some stuff, but when the gameplay starts going, you start seeing the ideas and the positioning and the way they play. They play amazing together. So you start seeing, and you're asking yourself, what does it take to beat MTB in the future tournaments? Because right now it's looking like they're looking at MEC and thinking this might be our tournament.
Yeah, exactly. Unless Rogue shows up, I think they're still they have a chokehold right now on the region. Very good showing from them. All throughout the playoffs, like everything was quite one-sided. I think throughout the playoffs, only 2-1. We only saw like 1-2-1 series. That was Semper Valente against Top Esports. Everything was quite streamlined. Everything was. And fine.
Of course, we have to give respect to all teams. Every single team making it to the playoffs, CNQ, Iconic Crew, Semper Valente, Top Esports, Flying Eagles, Monarch, Method Black, of course, won the tournament. Onigiri, these teams, they're training hard, they're making drafts, they're doing their best to win this tournament. And of course, sometimes you do something, it cannot go your way, but you have to think, what can I change? And I think from my experience, when losing, you might get more motivated to prove yourself for MEC that, Lemon announced it's coming soon, guys. It's coming soon. So prepare and play and practice, because, they say that the team that wins MEC must be the best team in the region, right? So I'm looking forward.
And we're still keeping our hopes up, right? Maybe this year MNC is recognized enough so we can get like a direct spot from Europe to M6 this year then, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's hope that like we saw from Rogue players, that they don't have to like join cis region teams, they don't have to split up, Close is definitely coming, and I'm very, very stoked about that, and I hope we have even more people joining it as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, closing words on this finals here, I think EMP they had an idea about MTB and how they play, but I don't think they imagined them to be this aggressive, to be this forthcoming and wanting to take engagement. I think EMP is one of those teams that when they play games, they're used to maybe people respecting them a bit more. But when you play tournament games, it doesn't have to be the case. People don't care. They've practiced, they've done their things, they've done their homework. So they know what they can do and what they can't do. I think MTB saw something in EMP, maybe saw something in the draft, and said, "There's no way if they wanna draft, if we leave Fanny open and he goes, there's no way we have this." They're all preparing for each other, and I think MTB just at the end of the day today they were the better team. You have to be honest. They had better drafts. They played better. So I think, however, I think EMP shouldn't take this as a loss. They came to the finals, they beat a lot of great teams, and at the end of the day, they still won one game. That can live up to the potential that maybe in the future that they can think about what did they do correctly at that one game and carry the trend on for future tournaments.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess that's going to be it then for tonight and for this tournament.
Yeah.
I'd like
Just
to
wanna
thank you. Yeah.
I just want to thank all the viewers. Thank you for tuning in throughout the tournament. Thank you, Lemon, for hosting. You know, for putting up for the region, he's putting EU on the map, and we love him for that. And thank you for the viewers. I hope you all had a great show. You know, we all enjoyed casting and putting this on for you. Ryan, do you have any words?
No, not really. I mean, everybody have a good night. It's getting really late, and see you everyone at MEC then, which is coming up hopefully really soon.
Yeah, and
already.
prepare for MEC. Best believe people are gonna play their best game, and their teams are gonna be the best they've ever been. So you better prepare and bring your best.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody. Take care. Have a great night.
Bye bye.